Look at that. Oh, I can't believe I haven't come out here before. We made it.
This is the Bay Area, encompassing the cities of San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose, to name a few. Unknown to many, there is a surprisingly good amount of climbing here. It's a cyclist playground with hills and mountains stretching in and around the dense urban metropolis. According to the PJAM cycling website, there are 151 documented climbs in the entire Bay Area, and I aim to tackle all of them, one by one, and at the end of the day, take you through what it's like and rank them based on difficulty and how beautiful. Our journey today begins well before the sun is up. It's an early morning drive east from the city to first drop our dock off, and then to the ride start. And for a great majority of the drive, Mount Diablo looms in the distance. But as the sun begins to rise, so does my excitement.
Good morning and welcome back to another episode of the Every Climb series. We've got a ripper of a climb today here in the Bay Area. It's one of the big four. It's Mount Diablo time, long awaited. I've never done it. Let's get into it. Okay, on our way there, we got to cross under a freeway. Look at this tunnel. Tiny. All right, that's North Gate Road, the start of it, and this is where the climb begins. Let's get into it. And it's light and gentle to start. Today's gonna be an adventure. Never done this before, but that's what it's all about. I was up at 4:30 with excitement. Ooh!
Alrighty, climb number 15 on the list. It's Mount Diablo, the North Gate variation. We're in the East Bay, just outside of Walnut Creek. And the distance-wise from where I started this climb was 12.34 miles, or just under 20 Ks. And then the elevation gain is all the way up there at 3,578 feet, or just over 1,000 meters of climbing. The average grade there, 5.4%. I don't think that gives you a true sense of what this climb has in store, because that last third, or the top 2 miles, which we're going to get into in a moment here, gets really steep, so don't let that fool you.
And over my shoulder here is Mount Diablo in the background, looming in the distance. Free entry to climb this mountain. Couldn't get better.
Okay, quick break to take a look at how all the climbs completed so far are stacking up. Reminder that on the y-axis, or on the left axis, is the difficulty rating. The higher it goes, the harder the climb was. The lower the marker sits, the easier it was. Whereas the x-axis along the bottom is the beauty ranking. The further right the marker goes, the more beautiful I thought that climb was. Stay tuned for later in the video to find out where Mount Diablo stacks up.
And another comment on how safe it feels. Someone has done a really good job with lovely signage for cyclists, the pull-out lanes around blind corners. It's done really well. There are worse places to be climbing, I tell you. Showtime! Feeling good, rolling the legs through. Nothing to complain about. Just loving it. Just sort of riding with no music, thinking to myself, just enjoying the scenery. It's hard to get over. Oh, I can't believe I haven't come out here before. It's lovely. You can already begin to see where we've come from, Walnut Creek in the distance. You can travel a long way in a quick amount of time. Up and up we go. Doesn't come across in camera, I'm sure, for this section is steep, but there's lovely views off to my right shoulder. Oh. Gobble, 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 gobble. All right, we're climbing into the sun, so it's been in my eyes all morning, but it also means that the tip top of this mountain is kind of obscured in a way, which sometimes is nice. Then you don't always have that ever reminder as to how much is to go, and it kind of just fades away. Now, when doing climbs that you've never done before, it's an ever good reminder to not burn all your matches early goings, because you just don't know what else there is. Sure, you can look at a little profile, but until you've done it a couple of times, you don't know where the key parts are to save your energy. So it's better on the first time just to make sure you pace yourself, keep consistent, and watch it, because up there it could be steep. To be halfway, elevation wise, still only about a third, just over a third. So that means this back half really ramps up. But we're ready, let's get it. Oh. 5.5 miles to go. But look at the views off my shoulder. Amazing. And on a clear day like this, you can see the green rolling hills behind. Gorgeous. How lucky are we? Count it down. Oh. Oh, I got caught off in one of the hairpin turns around there. Got steep on the inside. Caught me out. Let's concentrate more. Four and a half miles to go, 1,500 feet of elevation gain. We have been grinding for the past 20 minutes. This is a pretty steep section, but it is just very consistent and going around, sort of switch back up the face of the mountain. It's really nice. I'm really feeling the work. But this is what I wanted this morning, pushing it. Okay, and with that, there is the junction with the Southgate Road. And now we're on our way up to the summit. Like the sign said there, 4.5 miles to go. Just keep on pushing. Just a lovely climb. No complaints so far. But look at these views. That radio tower is the peak. We're getting ever closer, winding our way up. But I'm ever cognizant of a dark section on my Garmin near the top. Could be steep. Ooh, let's keep on going. 3 miles to go. Look at that red dirt. Almost feels Australian out here, all the way at the top. Now there's a bit of a lull and a bit of a mellow section for you to get some rest to the legs. Ooh, we're working it through. This one's tricky. Look at that. It's getting more and more desolate the higher we get up. At some points in the year, there's even snow up here. All right, you pass by a car park with 2 miles to go, and this is where it seems like it really rounds up to the summit. One last push. There's a sign here for 3,000 feet elevation. We're getting high. What a climb, what a morning. Let's get this done. What a good workout. But look at behind me, out towards the bay. You can even see the top of the Salesforce Tower of the city beyond. Amazing. All right, this second to last mile is no joke. Whoa, it's deep and we're working it. Can you see the hut? That's the top, just luring us up. We're nearly there. 1 mile to go. Last effort, we can do this. Oh, it's steep now. Nearly there. You can probably hear that amount of breath. I was pushing it, really trying to do my hardest there. Bit of an effort. Oh, but feeling good. Can't believe we come up here for the first time. Look at that behind. What's going to be at the top?
I'm laughing looking back at this part. I thought the top was the first car park, but there is a steep section to get to the actual top. It's brutal. Grades of 15 to 16%, and right when your legs have given everything. I guess it's one last test this mountain throws at you, but we pushed it out and finally made it to the top.
We made it. We made it. So we started our day just down there where the water comes into the city. We wiggled all the way through the town, and then we came up the front face of the mountain all the way to the top. Oh, what a ride. A little speechless, to be honest. That was a real ripper. Has 3,600 feet of elevation gain, and it's another one of the big four. Done. Tick it off the list. What a good one. Got lots of thoughts, but I'll leave those to the recap, and let's get down the mountain and enjoy this downhill. The reward for all of that climbing. But look at these views in the meantime.
That was Mount Diablo. What a fantastic ride in the East Bay. So where does this stack up compared to everything else? Well, to no one's surprise, this is by far the hardest climb we've done yet, and really the most rewarding. That was an hour and a half of pure climbing. It had steep sections, it generally starts from pretty gradual, but over the length of the ride the average gradient really ramps up. Some of the steepest sections are towards the top. And depending on what you prefer, I kind of like this. I believe that this allows your body to warm up into the climb so that your legs are fully ready when these sections come around. It's a real challenge, but it would be a perfect goal climb to train towards for any rider out there. Now, in terms of beauty, it's got a lot going for it. I will say there's a large portion of this ride that is no shade or coverage over the road. That has to be noted for the hotter months, as I'm sure it'll come into play with the factor of heat. This attempt today was done in early spring, so it was pretty cool, so I didn't have any issue with that in that side of things. There is a lack of trees, but that really aids in unobstructed views the whole way up. It gives you a great sense of surrounding, and it is a good distraction during the climb. From the top, you almost have 360-degree views of the entire East Bay, and with some small glimpses back to the city. There was a trail race going on the day that I climbed up and some other riders, so the atmosphere at the top was great. It therefore also ranks pretty highly up in the beauty category. I highly recommend for anyone looking for a challenge to get themselves up this mountain, or if you're just looking for a bird's eye view of the East Bay. Okay, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a comment below. Have you done this climb? What did you think? Subscribe for more episodes to come. I'll catch you next time.